Thank you for joining us as we discuss the top 6 fears preventing you from taking control of your finances. I'm Melissa Motz, founder and president of Motz Wealth Management. Fear number 1, I can't afford a financial advisor. Well, first I would tell you that you need to find out what a financial advisor charges, first of all. What study after study has shown is that many times, even if you work with an advisor to create a plan for you, if you don't continue to work with an advisor, most people do not implement their plan. They don't follow it. They don't have anybody holding them accountable. So things kind of fall to the wayside. It's a great idea at the beginning, and there's a lot of energy behind it, but then most people just fall back into their same old habits. So actually working with a financial advisor on an ongoing basis is the most proven successful way for people to meet their financial goals. Think of an advisor as a good friend, a confidant, and someone you can approach for advice. I give my clients all kinds of advice, from them wanting to loan money to their children, to tax issues, to, the big ones like, when can I afford to retire? When should I start getting Social Security? I mean, a lot of these decisions will impact people for the rest of their lives. So having a good financial advisor is something that I know all of my clients are very, very grateful for. So don't let fear number 1 stop you. Fear number 2, financial advisors don't want to help me because I don't have enough money. So there are different models that financial planners operate under. Some require a minimum amount of assets, so you'd want to ask that question, and some do not. Some charge a commission, so they will be able to help you and invest your money, and they get paid by a commission. And then there are others that get paid an hourly fee. So if you're just getting started, what I always recommend is first to do a plan. And typically you're going to be paying an hourly fee of some sort, and the advisor will give you an amount. They'll tell you this is going to cost this much. And then they'll help you by giving you questionnaires and so forth to gather all the needed information, and they'll be able to assess your situation, where you are right now, help you define your goals and quantify them, and then come up with a plan to help you meet your goals. So if you don't have a lot of assets right now, look for a planner who charges an hourly fee. Also, if you have relatives that are using a planner, many times financial advisors will work with a family member because they're already working with someone in that family. So that would be a great place to start as well. So don't let fear number 2, the fact that you may not have enough money to work with a financial advisor, stop you. Fear number 3, I don't know where to start. Well, that'll stop you dead in your tracks, I found, for me. So starting small steps are a great way to get going. Use Excel. You don't have to learn Quicken or any of those other programs, even though they are out there. But you can just use Excel and make a list of your net income and then subtract from it all of your expenses. You can do that by month. You can extrapolate that out over the year. If you feel like doing that, that's always a great way to get started. So that's what a financial advisor does. They start with, where are you right now? Because how are you going to get to where you want to go if you don't take a good inventory of where you are? So that's the first thing. And then setting goals. If some expenses are too high, you can set some goals to start reducing expenses. And they're very practical things you can do to do that. And you want to make the goals reasonable and achievable, because you want to start building your confidence. So don't start with really big goals. Start with small goals. And a financial advisor can help you put a process in place and create a structure to keep you on track. I find that structure works really well for me. Don't let fear number 3 stop you not knowing where to start. Fear number 4, if I admit what I don't know, I'll look stupid. As I look back over my life, even going back to when I was a child, a real fear about admitting that I don't know and looking stupid. There's this fear that I'll be taken advantage of, that people will laugh at me, think less of me, etc. In my experience, what works for me is first admitting it to myself. That's number 1. Then I recommend, this is what I do, I look for someone that is kind and caring and friendly and I feel comfortable with, that is better than me at finances. and I go to them and ask them for help. Because I know when someone comes to me and asks for help, giving them the advice or giving them the help feels really good to me. I feel really good, and I feel honored that someone has sought me out. So you can give that gift to someone else, and they can give a gift to you. So it can work out really well if you just start by admitting to yourself what you don't know. So don't let fear number 4 stop you, admitting what you don't know. Fear number 5, I don't understand financial terms. So this can be a real barrier because if you don't speak the language, you're going to be lost. So what would be a way to alleviate this fear? Well, reading magazines, websites. There are, oh my gosh, on YouTube, students that are studying for the Certified Financial Planner exam or the Series 7 licensing exam for stockbrokers. There are all kinds of videos on YouTube that explain financial terms, and they use them. So, the professionals are using the internet to educate themselves and to explain things that might even be a little difficult for them to understand. So there's a lot out there that you can do and available to you to take care of that. If you're working with someone, as an advisor, I can tell you, when a client tells me that they don't understand something I just said or a term, I am so grateful that they told me because I have no idea. So let your financial advisor know if they're talking over your head, so they have the opportunity to straighten themselves out and to speak in a way that you can understand. So don't let fear number 5 stop you. I don't understand financial terms. Fear number 6, I don't know enough about money, fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown can stop us in many ways, and probably, I know as I look back over my life, it has stopped me. So what's the worst thing that can happen if I don't acknowledge and accept my fear? So if I just ignore it and I keep doing the same things that I'm doing right now, what's the likelihood that I'm going to end up getting closer to reaching my goals? Probably not very good. So by starting to admit it, and then do something about it, being willing to learn, I have a much better chance 5 years from now of being much more confident, being more prepared, knowing what to do, having this internal knowing because I've had experience, I've made mistakes, I've gone through the tough period, and now I've come out, much better prepared to take care of myself financially. So don't let this fear number 6 stop you. I don't know enough about money. So just to sum it all up, the number 6 fear we went over was I don't know enough about money, fear of the unknown. Just admitting this to yourself and then taking some steps helps you to not end up in the same place you are right now 5 years from now, wondering why. Number 5, I don't understand financial terms. Ask questions. Read, go on YouTube. There are tons of places to get some understanding, but it takes time. It's like building a vocabulary. Number 4, if I admit what I don't know, I'll look stupid. Well, yeah, in your own mind you will, but admitting what you don't know, especially to a kind friend who is someone that knows more than you about finances, they'd love to help you, and they would love to have that opportunity, so it's a win-win for everyone. Number 3, I don't know where to start. Start small. Start small. Just start taking a track of where you are right now. That's how you get started. And set small goals. That's another important one so you can be successful. Financial advisors don't want to help me because I don't have enough money. You can get an hourly financial advisor and start out with a plan. And number 1, I can't afford a financial advisor. Well, if you really want to meet your goals, you're going to want to hire a financial advisor because that's the proven way for people to be successful and have someone hold them accountable all along the way. So again, thank you for listening. I'm Melissa Motz, founder and president of Motz Wealth Management. Check us out at motzwealthmanagement.com.